So you got yourself a 3D printer. Congratulations. Now what? Hi everybody, welcome back to the Canadian Maker Project. My name here is Ron. I'm here to help you with your creativity and idea making in 3D printing. So what we're going to do a countdown, not a countdown, but tools I use in the trade. Now, let me give you an idea. I've been 3D printing since 2018, I want to say. 2019 if we want to be really technical, because it took me because I did it in, I guess, no, wait a minute. No, it was 2018. Yeah, 2018. I'm trying to remember when I built my first printer, and that was the spring of 2018. Sometime in April, I think, I built my first printer, which was a Troxy X1. That printer was the gateway, and then I ended up buying it, and I got a syre 10, and that just sent me flying. So it gives you an idea how much I've been doing this stuff. And there are tools of the trade that you start learning and that you start investing into. And I can tell you right now, I used to print back in the day on glass, and then I moved on from other brands. But I want to show you what I use in my shop, what I have. And the first thing I'm going to recommend to anybody, if you don't have any type of bed leveling, get a bed leveler. Something like from TH3D's Easy ABL to a BL Touch. These things will help you get your bed leveled to a point where you actually can get really good, decent prints and good adhesion onto your beds. I can't stress that enough. Get a good bed leveler and you'll be happy, because you don't have to worry about bed leveling again. It is one of those chores that we all have to face, but to be honest, I think it is a good investment to get a bed leveling system for your printer. Just saves you some hassle and some time, because over time these beds can warp, because you got to remember you're turning heat on, heat off, heat on, heat off. And over time that can cause warpage and everything else happening. So trust me, bed leveler, best bang for the buck. Now, onto the tools I use. So, one of the tools I use all the time are Allen keys, and I hate Allen keys. So, I bought Allen drivers. These are from AliExpress. The brand is T as RJX Hobby. Now, you can get other ones, they're different brands, but these ones I like the most, and I will have a link to the video where I talk about these drivers and why are they worthwhile doing. These things are great. I love these things, and I'm telling you right now, they're better than Allen keys. Get yourself a set, you'll thank me later. Now, everybody gets snips in their 3D printers still, I think. I have heard that sometimes you don't get these. These are just known as flesh cutters, or you might see them as jewelry cutters. I've seen them listed as something else. But basically what they are, they're flesh cutters, so they go flush to the angle. So what you can do is you can cut your filament, have a nice sharp angle, so it's easier to feed into your printer. And these things come in very handy. Even when you've got like hot and melted stuff on your nozzle, you can actually just take this lightly and just trim it down, and you can scrape off all that excess filament. These things are lifesavers. I don't know. I can't recommend these enough. If you don't have a pair, get a good, decent pair. I've seen them at Michael's. I've seen them at Walmart. Wherever they sell 3D printers, they should have these available. If you don't see them there, check Amazon. Best bucks you can spend on snips. Tweezers. I know, kind of dumb, but to be honest, these things are great. Picking up small little screws or whatever, these things have been lifesavers. Trust me when I say this. Having a pair like this with the sharp ends is worthwhile having. Just don't poke yourself with them, because they hurt a lot. Deburrer. Now, you might have not seen a deburrer before. This is what it looks like. The idea of it is, say you got like a really bad elephant's foot around an object. You can take this and drag it around the plastic and take off that elephant foot. I've had some that have very small elephant foot, just enough that it's just, and you're just like, ow, that's a little sharp or whatever. That will take off the sharpness and clean off the print. Trust me, these are pretty handy to have. And what I like about most of them, they come with you can easily just change the blade on them. The blade just goes back in, you pull back on the collar, and it snaps into place. And then you just move it around to make sure it's loose, because you want that looseness as it's going around curves. It'll adjust. This has been a tool that I've used a lot since I've been 3D printing. And yeah, I don't know how I live without this, but you got some elephant footing, this will help you clean up those prints. Worthwhile picking up. These are not that expensive, $20 on Amazon. Plus, you'll get a whole box of blades, usually with them, if you look around. So, recommend it greatly. Now, granted, I'm talking about Canadian Amazon, because I live in Canada, but in the US, these prices would be cheaper. So, keep that in mind. Now I come to one of the most weirder answers, because a lot of people are, oh, you should only print on glass. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of glass. I've already cut myself 5 times. I've already broken 3 plane of glass in my lifetime. I've even gotten glass that was warped and didn't stick well. Please, be careful if you're going to go with glass. But sometimes with your printer, you might get one of these. These are the Ender floppy mats. These things, don't use them. I only use them for PETG because I gotta put down glue stick, because I have lifted prints that peel anything that's stuck to the PETG. So I recommend, if you're going to print a PETG, maybe use these. But to be honest, I switched to an actual one of these. This is PEI textured, and on the other side I have another format which is called PEY. I'm actually only focusing on this part right here. I do have a video talking about beds, different types of formats, so look into that, because honestly, these beds are cool. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So the reason I print with this side only is because it's textured. Easy to get the print off and get the print off. Just gotta bend it. These are inexpensive. They're about $20 a shot. You can get them anywhere, Amazon, everywhere else, even AliExpress if you're cheap and you want to order it from China because you want this style. But like I said, these are not that expensive. It's worth every cent. If you have a magnetic build plate and you like printing with different formats and you want a textured back bottom, this is what you want. Or textured top, depending on which way you're printing on the object and which way it's going to flip over once you pull it off. Textured plates are probably my new favorite thing. They're made out of PEI, so they're just a little bit of I have to do is spray a little bit of alcohol on here, wipe it, and then print. That's it. Makes things so simple. Oh yeah, rubbing alcohol is another thing. In a squeegee bottle, in a spray bottle. If you do not have that, get one and get your alcohol. 99% or 90%, that's up to you, which one you use. But I prefer using 99% alcohol and a textured build plate. Or if I'm doing smooth prints, I use this side, which I said I'll have a video up top linked up to it. So those are my tools I use in my workshop. We print products for our machines that we build, and I know the tools that we use. We use a lot more tools that I could talk about, but this is just to get you started. Honestly, these things I've talked about are expensive. Yes, ABL is not cheap, but the ABL will save you a lot of headaches when you're getting first into 3D printing. Or if you got your bed already leveled and you're getting excellent prints, bravo. Then the other tools will what you want. But I would still recommend getting the ABL while you're still printing. That way, when you run into those problems, the ABL will be there, easy to set up, and you're off the way you go again, off to the races. I hope this has been informative, interesting, and has brought you more information. If you do like the content, once again, I applaud you. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. As always, I'm always trying to bring up new videos all the time. But I want to thank you for watching, coming back, and have yourself a great new year. You know, here's looking to 2024 and more content on the channel. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Bye now.